Hello and welcome to Make It With Indie. I'm Indie and today I have a unboxing review kind of video. I'm really hyped about these products as well because of what it costs to get them. I will tell you where and everything, don't sweat it. These are the products that I got. So if you live somewhere that has a designer outlet, you may have heard of Beauty Outlet, which is like discount beauty store. So all of these products that I got, recommended retail price is £102. I got them for 20 quid. 20 quid for some high-end luxury makeup. Absolutely love that. Stila's a brand that I've known of since I was a child. I've worked in a shop that sold it before, so you know, I'm familiar with it. In fact, I think I have had this lipstick before. It does look very familiar to me and it was like my favourite lipstick at the time, but the others are totally new products to me. Also my favourite blush at the minute, cream one, that's also a Stila as well, so I'm going to use that. So let's unbox things. I love this part of the packaging, all the butterflies, it's beautiful. And then it's not quite ASMR if you have the camera focused on it at the same time, is it? So these are highlighters. Gorgeous. This is an eyeshadow palette and it weighs a ton. Honestly, it's really heavy. Oh yeah, I forgot. The name of the lipstick, Naked Truth. The highlighters are Shine Bright Heaven's Dew palette. And then here we have the eye palette called Happy Hour. And it's all named after alcoholic drinks. Okay, so there's water stains on this because I have already opened it and I got alcohol spray on it, so that's what the water marks are. Look at those colours. This video is going to be me using these products for the first time. Maybe technically not the lipstick because like I said, I might have had it before. I was so excited when I found, well, I've seen it before in the store because it's somewhere that I'm like, oh yeah, that's like super affordable. Like they've got many different brands, like a lot of them are low-end stuff, like you can literally pick stuff up for like £1. And then they've got this little area that is more luxury makeup, so they've got like Becca, Stila, Elizabeth Arden, some Kat Von D, stuff like that. This is not promo, by the way, I'm just telling you that this shop exists and you could save so much money buying from there, you know, like if you are physically located near one, because that's something that I want to share on this channel, like affordable things that you can buy. I am going to be using the more pinky tones in the eyeshadows, kind of these ones and the matte ones as well, because it all kind of goes with like the lipstick colours and stuff that I've got. Everything else I'm going to use is more than likely going to be NYX, because that's just like what I usually use. It's going to be a mix of NYX and Stila, but focusing more on the Stila today. Right, so I've got my eye primer on, it's really sticky, and I'm going to go in and set it with this shade here, which I believe is Daiquiri. Yeah. So I set that really nice. The shade next to it, Old Fashioned, it's kind of like a mauvey taupey kind of colour. It's kind of purple. It's not as brown as I thought it was under different lighting. Now I've got it under this lighting, I can definitely see it's kind of like a mauvey. Sorry, my mum interrupted me then. Anyway, I'm using the purple one, mauve. So I'm gonna put this into the crease and just build up a bit of definition there, and then look at the sparkles. So this is looking very buildable. It's not picking too much up on my brush either. It's like I'm dabbing it in quite a bit and just getting that amount out. Yeah, I'm really swirling my brush into this colour to pick it up because it's very faint if not. It's also very easy to drag it up. So I am going to put it on the outer corner as well. Let's just join it up. This is kind of quite a natural shadow, I guess. At least on my skin tone. Yeah, I'm quite cold coloured. So now I'm going to use this one here. I think it's on the rocks. Okay, it's Tiki Bar. It's called Tiki Bar. It's kind of confusing because they all go, you know, this way, but on the back it's flipped. Gold Bar, which is here, on the thing it's over here, so yeah, that's kind of confusing trying to work out which colour's which. It looks like a kind of like iridescent lilac colour, and honestly I'm sick for it, I love it. Okay, I won't lie, that hasn't applied how I thought it was gonna. It didn't kind of smooth on as such, as in like, you know, be really densely pigmented. It's quite flaky. It's swelling out under here. It's gone above as well. That was actually a lot messier than I expected it to be. I mean, I think the colour is absolutely gorgeous though. It feels quite, not oily, but is lubricated the right word? I don't know, it's not silky, it's claggy, I don't know. I'm not good with adjectives or connectives. Like when I edit this, I'm just like, why can't you just like learn English better instead of like, so basically. Honestly does my head in when I'm editing. So this has gone everywhere. Can you see? All around here, like I didn't put it there, it's just kind of like flicked there. This is where I put it and then it's just kind of like, yep. So the next one I'm going to use is Cosmo. So this is the like real pink one. I wonder, is it better with fingers? Sometimes these kind of stuff, it's actually better using your finger than a brush. Oh yeah, that's my vote. Okay, I'm gonna use my fingers for all of these, and my hands are clean. This is actually keeping it a lot more contained. It's not falling everywhere. I'm gonna use that other colour. It looks quite silver on my finger. I just didn't expect to be covered in this much like glittery, shimmery pigment everywhere. Oh wow, the fallout down my face. I'm not gonna need a highlight really with that. Okay, so let's try and get the deepest purple colour on, which is called Sangria. That's not what Sangria looks like, of what I remember at least. I thought Sangria was red. So this is before cleaning anything up. I'm gonna just clean up off camera and come back to you. Okay, so I've like neatened that up and rectified it as much as possible. I still have like glitter all over my face though. I think if I'd paid like full price for this, which is £33, I would have been like disappointed at like how messy that it is. So I used my real hair blending brush and that managed to like get rid of the excess kind of glitter that had like flown everywhere, and I managed to like shape it a bit more like with this brush, as opposed to this one, which is a synthetic brush, which is recommended on the box to use. I really like the colours, but I am like a bit disappointed with just how like the sheer mess that came of it. That's annoying for yourself, and even more so if you're working on a client. You don't want to be like literally mess on the face to have to clean it all up. So yeah, it's yeah. And I hope like the other colours work really well with, you know, other ideas that I've got, but purely for the mess aspect, not a fan of that. I'm gonna just bang some foundation on and then we'll get to the other stuff. Could have made my foundation a bit too yellow here, but I don't really care. Also, I'm using a sponge today because on the highlighter it actually recommends using a sponge for it. And also I'm going to try it with like my usual blusher as well, which is a cream one. So let's just try new things. Try new things today. This is making my head like rock. That's very strange. Knackered. That's my foundation and concealer done, and it looks a lot sheerer than when I use a brush actually. So now I'm going to put on the contour stuff and then the blush. This is the contour placement that I've gone for. Does that look defined or like an orange beard? Oh well, reroll. As we say in Yorkshire, it be right. I don't know how I feel about that. Kind of feels more like I'm rubbing it off than blending it out. Maybe tapping faster is better. Don't know how do I do the nose? That looks like a giant rectangle. Okay, I think I definitely prefer using a brush than a sponge for blending out contour, because it just looks like I've got these massive rectangles here. Right, let's get some blush. So I've scraped out that much. This works so much better if you like heat it up on the back of your hand first and then put it on your face, instead of just directly applying it and then, you know, trying to beat it up. So I'm going to use a fat end. This really isn't my favourite blush. I just think it looks really like nice and natural. That bit on the nose, be cute. Okay, that's enough. Right, so highlighters. It's kind of like a peachy, a pinky, and I think it's gold, but to me it actually looks kind of green. This one looks green to me. I'm gonna use both of these because the blusher that I just put on, I think if we add a bit more of like the pink to it, that might be quite nice. And then for like proper highlight, use the other one. I've tried to pick it up on the sponge. Okay, I've definitely got it on the sponge now. Okay, that's working. It's incredibly natural looking. I couldn't tell that it was like on the sponge, and then initially when I put it on my face I was like, is it there? I mean, I am still kind of like shiny because I haven't like powdered anything. Let's use a little bit of the other one as well. Like, you can barely tell there's sparkles on there. I'm trying to use like a clean side as well. Okay, that really just like amplified it. Maybe this is just really different to like the highlighters that I'm used to, but I think this is a product that's gonna like take me a while to get used to it, especially with how like kind of looks like almost very obvious glitter to me on my face. Hang on. I mean, of what I can see on camera, it does look really gorgeous, but again, this retails at £45, so this is actually the most expensive one out of the lot. I don't know, I think I need to just like use it more and get used to it. Like, I really like how it is on my cheeks. I think it's just, especially more up close, unless it's just like no, actually it's not excess glitter from the eyeshadow, because that definitely wasn't on my nose before. So yeah, I don't know, I think it's just one to get used to. I'll do an update at some point when I've used it all a lot more. So I'm gonna just finish off my eyes, as in eyebrows, mascara, and under my eyes, and then back for the lips. I just went for a bit of a fluffy brow look, just used the brown mascara, and I think now I've got it on camera you can tell that I have done something to the under of my eye, but in real life it just looked it's very subtle and natural compared to what I'm used to wearing. And I have tried to put a fair bit of highlighter in the corner and under the eye as well, so I'll see properly how that's picking up on the computer when I edit, but of what I can see in the inner corners it does look like it's there. But yeah, I was just thinking as I was like finishing the eyes of maybe this is just so natural perhaps compared to what I'm used to wearing, that's why I'm not like disappointed, but having a much different experience than I expected, you know what I mean? So, lips. I've not used a Stila gloss before, so I'm quite excited to try that over the lipstick, but like I said, I'm pretty sure I've used this shade before. I've definitely had a Stila liquid lipstick and I loved it. And the end of it, when I rolled it onto my hand, it just like bent and I thought it was gonna break. It's got a scent to it that I can only describe as Costco icing, and there was something else the other day that smelled similar, but it's not my favourite smell. This dries very quick. I don't try to overline my lips too much. If I do, it's basically that I've just messed it up. And you know how you've seen the eyeliner memes, how it just gets thicker and bigger? That's me with my lips. Okay, so now for the fun part, the gloss. Ooh. It's got the same kind of applicator end as the lipstick. I always prefer to like decant it than use the actual thing, because then you're just putting loads of bacteria like back into the thing and it's not gonna last as long, and also I can't use it on other people if I do so choose to. That's where like with liquid lipsticks I've like, right, gotta commit here, is it gonna be mine or is it gonna be for anyone? I mean, I really like this lipstick, like as is. It's matte, it's like a mauve colour, but with my kind of colouring it suits it quite well. I think if the contour wasn't as spread as it is, it would look a bit better, because that's kind of making me look a bit orange. I love it so far. Okay, so I'm done. Yeah, so as I've like got used to it, finished my whole face, took my hair down, I think this is just a very natural glam kind of, I don't know, words, some better words. It's very different to the type of makeup that I usually wear. Like, I'm used to using just purely powdered highlighter because the only cream one I've got, I'm just like, well, that's a bit naff and it doesn't show up anyway. So I don't bother using it. So yeah, I've got used to the highlighter and I like it more. The eyeshadow, I think perhaps it's better as, say, just a one colour, as in, like, I've tried to use 3 here and, you know, make something a bit more elaborate out of it. But maybe if it's, say, just like one eyeshadow with the rest of the stuff. But it is really messy. Like, it is really messy, and the fallout and weren't a fan, and I can still see it on my face because I didn't physically get up and go wash my face, which I probably should have done. It is still there. Also, oh, I haven't set this makeup actually, wait. 1 second, I'm gonna use a spray. That wasn't enjoyable. Yeah, I think it's just a totally different kind of like style of makeup that I'm used to wearing. Even when I wear lightweight makeup, it still doesn't look like this, you know what I mean? And again, I think that is just because of like the difference in products. Like, these highlighters are more of like a cream base. It's kind of weird, honestly, because it's somewhere between like a cream and a powder, almost like a jelly, because it like ounces. But I don't know if that's gonna show it well on camera without me like totally destroying it. But as I'm kind of like looking at myself more and getting more used to it, I'm liking what I see. The lipstick set I absolutely love. The gloss I've never used, but I like that as well, and also that would look probably nice on its own. That's worth testing out, or over another kind of lipstick like a pink or something perhaps. But yeah, the eyeshadows is kind of the only one where I'm like so I think it's just going to be a bit more trial and error with them, and washing my face like right after I've used it. And also that's a really good reason why I always do eyes first, because if I had like, you know, my full base done, I'd have all of that crap just like down my face. Even if I'd like, you know, put baking powder and stuff on, I'm not convinced that it would have like caught and wiped off. So yeah, that is my review of these Stila products that I got. I'm happy with the price I paid for them. Again, not sure if I would have been fully happy having paid like the full price for them. But yeah, I will let you know in future videos if I've used them more, like when, if and when, and kind of give an update at some point of just like, right, okay, yeah, I've used it again, I like this, I like this. So I'm gonna show my mum, see what she thinks, because it's always better to have like a photographer's opinion on this and stuff as well. But actually, yeah, I'm kind of liking it now. So that was today's video. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and a comment. Let me know what you thought of the products, if you agree, disagree, have you tried them before? I swear I can never do outros. Anyway, see you in the next video, bye!